What's up, guys? We back again with another episode of Chalk Sports, episode 6. Y'all know my name's Tanner. This is my co-host Blase right here, and I'm back officially from being sick. We're gonna jump right in. We're gonna talk over the Christmas games again, even though I know that you talked over them a little bit.
Solo pod?
Last, when was that? Friday you did that?
Yes.
Friday you had to do a solo pod. I was sadly out sick, so sick I couldn't even give up. So we are gonna go over the games that he talked about really quick. Chiefs at Steelers, Ravens at Texans, Christmas Day. They were a little boring, right? Did you talk about that?
Terrible.
Pretty boring. But other than that, we cashed the parlay. We had Chiefs -2, Ravens on the money line. Sweat free, I would say. Easily cashed. I think it was plus 150, something like that. We put 2 units on that. Came out profitable for the day on Christmas. Love to see it. Then the Thursday night football game stringed right into the Christmas Day games.
Yeah.
It was Seahawks at Bears, 6-3.
6-3. That was
6-3.
So bad.
Yeah, that really that was surprising. I seen a lot of people were on the over. Actually, I don't know exactly what the total was.
I made sure to talk to the Bears fans. We had a genuine converation.
Yeah, did you?
It's our second most viewed video of all time.
Really?
We had a great conversation. Went very in depth.
The over under was at 42.5. And, I mean, of course, cash with easy. Live lines the whole time, too. I seen the live line, like, halfway through the third quarter, was still, like, 20-something. I want to say, like, low 20s, 20.5, 18, something like that.
We had a worse game this week, so we'll get over that.
Yeah, but this was ugly. Let me go look at the stats really quick, the box score. Yeah, Gino only threw for 160. Caleb Williams, 122. I almost fell asleep watching this game. If I didn't have money on this game, I definitely would have fell asleep. But yeah, other than that, we don't really much to talk about there. I didn't have a prop or anything for that one.
Me and the Bears had a really, really in-depth conversation about Caleb Williams' future.
Yeah, Caleb. Man.
Tune into that short. That's a great short.
Yeah.
That's probably one of my best. If I wasn't so tired, I would have been more energetic.
That was a game. Not really much to talk about, though, on those games. I know you went over those, so
yeah.
We'll move on. You didn't talk about Saturday, right?
No.
Because you did on Friday.
I did Saturday morning.
Yeah, so we'll start off with the Chargers at Patriots house. Man.
Butt kicking.
This is when I was really sick, like this day. And I remember I slept in, and I woke up halfway through. The game was over, and I really wanted to get Chargers spread it, and I think it was at 6, right? Never got the play-in, sadly.
It was at 4.5 at one point, I'm pretty sure.
Really? Yeah, I thought I know they were playing in New England, but I think the spread was way too low, especially like the Chargers were in a playoff position too. So, yeah, they took care of business. They covered the 6. I wanted to play it, didn't end up playing it, but they won 40-7. We know how that all went down. I did end up playing the live -20, which was a little stupid, but I mean, they won by 33 points. So
we
call it stupid, but it easily hit as well.
So not Justin Jefferson. Herbert. 281 yards, 3 touchdowns. He had a game.
Yeah, no, he did.
He played out of his mind. Yeah. I don't know what it was.
Didn't get sacked.
Did not get sacked?
No interceptions.
I'd believe that.
Yeah. He played great. No, he's really getting into that playoff form right now too. Looking super good. I'm happy for him.
Lad McConkey, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
10 targets, 8 receptions, 94 yards.
Yeah, he did his thing.
Game and a half.
Oh, yeah.
He played out of his mind.
And this is the first week they had J.K. Dobbins back, too.
And he played out of his mind, too. He was sitting on my bench in fantasy.
19 carries, 76 yards, one touchdown, as you can see.
With a lawn of 13.
Yep.
And then we're going to hop over to the Patriots, where Drake May threw 117 yards, 1 touchdown. Not that great of a game.
12-22.
It was a rookie game.
Sacked 4 times, but that was more of the O-line's fault, just collapsing every time.
Yeah, and he faced a blitz of 32%.
Yeah.
32% of the times he was blitzed.
Antonio Gibson was supposed to get the start this game. They were talking about it all the time. Even though it looks like he didn't. But he ended up taking most of the snaps anyways. He played pretty good.
Yeah, he played fine.
No, Antonio Gibson looked great.
It felt like more of a Chargers game.
Yeah, it did.
It was a Chargers domination defensively, and just coincidentally, the offense managed to show up today.
Yep.
Which isn't 100% the most common thing in the world, but it happens. And I think this was the game that it happened on.
Yeah.
Not Demario Douglas, 46 yards, 1 touchdown. The only touchdown. He played pretty good.
Yeah, he did.
He's probably their best. I'd say their best receiver.
Yeah, 100%. I would agree with that. But yeah, the Patriots. Are they in the first pick right now? What's Tankathon
Yes,
saying?
first pick.
First pick. They're not going to draft a QB. I seen
Travis Hunter.
but they're not going to draft him at first.
Yeah.
They were
Yes,
talking
they
about
are. What?
No, they're talking about going down third, fourth pick, giving the first pick to someone else, and then getting a bunch of draft
Yeah,
capital.
they'll probably trade the first pick to the Raiders, the Jets, someone who needs a quarterback. This year.
Exactly. They'll get a bunch of draft capital
Because
and maybe a young player.
Right now, they're saying Cam Ward goes to the Browns.
Cam Ward to the Browns, that would be awesome.
That'll be terrible. What are you talking
You don't think that would be good for him?
No.
Good for the Browns?
Not good for him?
Yeah, I mean, not good for him, but I mean, I think the Browns need him.
I would rather go to Tennessee. I'd rather go where Shador's going. Tennessee. Get a quarterback get a wide receiver who
Yeah, they at least have some.
has Calvin Ridley and
Yeah.
Nick Akineo Westbrook. That's a sick combo.
Yeah, I know. No QB wants to go to the Browns, but
Well, unless you're Deshaun Watson, then you just get paid a whole butt ton.
yeah, you get paid a whole butt ton just to sit on your butt.
Basically.
Basically, what happened to him. But
All right, next game. We're talking Bengals Broncos.
oh,
That was a hell of a game.
Man, this game had me on the edge of my seat the whole time. I absolutely loved this game.
This game was so awesome.
Now, we did take Broncos. Well, I took Broncos on the money line. Sadly, did not cash that one. But
That was probably
it was way so close. It could have went either way at any point.
It should have gone Broncos.
It really should have gone Broncos, or at least been a
Well,
tie.
the
We would have
first
got our
time-
money back.
The first time it shouldn't have been. The Hail Mary to win the game.
Oh
to
my
put the game to
goodness.
overtime.
The fact that he caught that ball, comes down with
Marvin
it,
Mims,
controls it, gets his feet in bounds and all that. Oh,
Of
man.
all the people, Marvin Mims.
Yeah, no, I did not expect that. I expect the game tying ball to be thrown to Sutton.
All right,
you
so
know,
let's go over Bo Nix. Bo Nix, 219, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick. His main target was Marvin Mims.
Yep.
8 targets, 8 receptions, 103 yards, 2 touchdowns. And Sutton had 55 yards and 1 touchdown.
Mhm.
They all had good games. It was a solid Broncos performance.
No, it really was. They played great.
It makes me think that they'll be only a 3-point loss instead of an 80-point loss.
Against who?
The Bills.
Oh. But here's my thing right now about the Bengals. We all know the Bengals have the playoff hopes still. They're still alive, even though the Chiefs, they're not playing anyone this week, right? That's the word.
Word on the street is maybe.
Maybe. I know
No Mahomes, I think.
the Broncos are 10-point favorites.
Oh.
They are playing a Mile High. They're up against Kansas City. They're 10-point favorites. So that leads me to believe they're not be playing anyone. But you never know. Honestly, you really don't.
It's the NFL. No easy wins.
But I think the Chiefs are thinking now. Granted, they're not guaranteed to play the Bengals or the Broncos in the division series.
I
But
was thinking about it, and I was hearing some people talk about it. If you're the Chiefs, okay, genuine questions. If you're the Chiefs, who would you rather play, Bills or Bengals? Because I think the
I'd rather play the Bills.
I'd
the
rather
Bengals
play
are
the Bengals.
hot.
No, I don't think. Are the Bills not?
They're
That's
both.
the problem. Is like you can't really. You can say, "Oh, Burrowhead," blah blah blah. Bills beat them. Bills, we know have beaten them. Bengals, we're not sure.
Yeah, I guess that's true. But I wouldn't compare Bengals and Bills. I'm comparing more of the Bengals to the teams that are on the outside of the playoffs, like the Broncos. Well, even though they're technically in right now, and then the Dolphins. Who would you rather see out of all those? Bills, Bengals, or not Bills?
Well,
sorry, Bengals, Dolphins, or Broncos?
Or it'll be Steelers too.
Well, Steelers are in.
Yeah, no. What do you mean?
They'll be in.
Oh,
It's those
Bills,
3 teams fighting for the last spot.
if you're the Bills, who would you rather see?
Or the Chiefs. I mean, I'm saying the Chiefs might just. I don't want to say
well,
they're going to let.
that's saying that the Bills get upset though.
Yeah, which you never know.
Yeah,
You never know.
I'm thinking. So, if you're the Chiefs and you see that the Bengals lost, then I would play your starters because then I don't know when the Dolphins play. The Dolphins play
They play the Jets.
Yeah, but what time?
4 o'clock.
4 o'clock. So both games play at the same time.
Yep.
If it's a close game and the Dolphins are leading, you might want to send your starters back in to knock out the Broncos. Because in all reality, the Broncos are a way bigger threat than the Dolphins are.
But I'm saying Bengals or Broncos then.
If I'm the Bills or the Chiefs?
Both Chiefs and Bills.
If I'm the Chiefs, then I'm saying the Broncos. I want the Broncos in.
Yeah, of course. That's why I think.
Actually, if I'm the Chiefs, I'm saying the Bengals.
Really? Okay.
If I'm the Bills, then I want the Broncos in. I think the Bills will beat the Broncos. I'm not sure the Bills will beat the Bengals.
Yeah, no, I think the Chiefs want to see the Broncos. I think the Bills want to see the Broncos. I don't think anyone wants to see this Bengals team in the playoffs because they're starting to sharpen up a little bit.
Yeah,
but defense isn't good, but the defense is getting a little better to the point where they can actually get stops to an extent.
So if you're the Chiefs, though, then the Ravens play an easy opponent, I'm pretty sure. Whoever the division winners. Who are the division winners? It's Bills, Chiefs, Texans. Why am I blanking? Oh,
Chiefs, Bills,
Ravens.
Ravens. Yep.
So you would potentially play the Steelers or the Chargers or the Broncos. You don't want to play any of those teams.
Yeah. No, I agree. But no, that's just like leading to what I'm saying. I think I don't want to say no team is ever going to let a team win. But I think the Chiefs might just okay, yeah, I know.
The friggin' one team that lost the Giants when they were tanking.
Yeah, but I think the Chiefs might just let the Broncos win this game and let them get in because they would rather, in some small scenario that the Bills do get upset by either the Broncos or the Bengals, that they would rather see
That's the loser mentality.
What?
Let the Broncos win.
They'd rather see the Broncos though than the Bengals, and if they do end up beating the Bills,
yeah,
don't you agree?
All right, let's talk about Joe Burrow's stat line: 412 yards, 3 touchdowns. 79.6% completion percentage. Chase Brown did get hurt. It looked really bad. Not good.
Yeah, prayers up to Chase Brown.
T. Higgins. Holy crap. T. Higgins might be the second best receiver on this team. Wait, why is that even a question? Never mind.
Yeah.
Nope, Mike Gesicki is. T. Higgins, though, 12 targets, 11 receptions, 131 yards, 3 touchdowns. 11.9 yards receiving. Jamar Chase had 102 yards, 15 targets, 9 receptions.
Mm-hmm.
They had good games.
Yeah.
Obviously.
I mean, every time, man, okay, I expect this from T. Higgins and Jamar Chase, of course. But it seems like every third down, Mike Gesicki was wide open. Just a little enough downfield.
Doesn't that sound real ironic, huh?
Yeah.
We'll go over that. We should go over that after the Saturday games.
Oh, do we skip all the Sunday games really
Go
quick?
Straight to the Monday game? Yeah.
All right, we'll do it. Yeah.
Well, not right now.
We'll do it. Well, no, yeah. After we finish up talking about these.
Cards, Rams.
Yeah, it just seems like every time Gesicki was open downfield, just catching that damn ball.
Yeah, and he's a beast. He
is.
slept on.
He really is.
People finally are starting to wake up.
He played on the Patriots last year.
Maybe Patriots.
No, it was the Patriots. It was the Dolphins before the Patriots.
Yeah, the Dolphins is where I know him.
I thought I remembered him on the Patriots.
Because I know him from that gritty.
Yeah,
yeah. He hits it and then just Lord. It was so bad.
But yeah, Bengals, great game. Keeping the playoff hopes alive. I don't know exactly what their odds are. I know just to see. I threw everything that needs to happen this week. I threw it in a parlay just to see what it paid. Chiefs money line, Bengals money line, Jets money line. I paid like 16-1.
I got a little stat for you.
What? What's the stat? Let's hear it.
All right. So we're gonna do some MVP propaganda because we feel like it. Joe Burrow is the 4th quarterback in NFL history to have 10 games with 250 plus passing yards, 3 touchdowns, and 3 touchdowns in a single season. Each of the other 3 quarterbacks all won MVP. It's also the 8th straight game with 3 touchdowns, tied for the second longest streak since Tom Brady in 2007.
Wow.
So I don't know who should win MVP anymore.
Well, if he makes it to the playoffs, he wins the MVP.
Yeah.
I full-heartedly believe that he deserves the MVP.
Can you really pass up on somebody with this generation of the season?
Yeah, right. Even if he
He's
doesn't
like-
make the playoffs, the
he's
fact that
having
he's brought
Breeze
it back
numbers.
this close.
He's
too.
having Breeze numbers.
Yeah.
Remember when Drew Brees is always slept on, I feel like.
Yeah.
He's always been this guy who's just always consistently, I said always like 18 times. I always say always. But he has always been like a guy who's just consistently good.
Yeah.
5,000 yards. He broke records and was a generational player, but no one really talks about him because Tom Brady. It's going to be the same thing, I feel like, in 10 years with Josh Allen, and maybe Josh Allen, where it's like he won an MVP maybe, but no one's going to talk about him because Lamar won 3 and Mahomes won like 4 Super Bowls.
Yeah, I see that. That's a pretty good comparison.
2 of them
right
rigged, but it doesn't matter. All right, let's hop over to the Rams-Cardinals game.
Oh, my goodness. Now, I didn't give out this pick, but I played it personally. My play was Rams over 27.5 total score, and I was, watching this game.
It was a nightmare.
It was an absolute nightmare. I mean, it's just the offense just looked terrible on the Rams.
It was
absolutely terrible
idea of a game.
Yeah,
it mattered nothing.
They're lucky that the Bengals and Broncos game saved this Saturday. Because if it wasn't for that game, these games would have been boring. Because the Chargers game was nothing special. Like, yeah, they played great.
They played like amazing. How they should have been.
But they just blew them out, and that's not a fun game to watch.
No, and
the Patriots.
Matthew Stafford did not have a good game. Are the Rams broken? Did we hurt them? I mean, they haven't looked great.
No, they haven't. And Cooper Kupp looks really, too. It doesn't even look like he can get open. He had 3 targets, 1 reception.
Cooper Kupp had 29 yards.
Yeah, 3 targets, 1 reception.
Well, it was all Puka.
Yeah.
It's always Puka.
14 targets, 10 receptions, 129 yards, and 25 long.
Puka is such a good pull.
He's a playmaker.
I loved him.
He makes plays. Simple as that.
We've already said it. I loved him coming out of college. I stand by it. He's a amazing player that they got to steal for.
Yeah, no, I absolutely love Puka as well. Kyron Williams even kind of like 13 carries, 56 yards. He has touchdown, 18 long.
Not good.
Yeah, no, it's not. That's the thing.
That's the weird part
about it.
It's not that good.
We expected them to be. I expected them to be able to easily put up 28 points on them, maybe even like high 30s, almost to 40. But I was absolutely proven wrong. They only scored 13 points. Yes, they won the game, but it definitely feels like a game they should have won.
Yeah, so we're going to hop back over to Cardinals stats. I gave out a pick that I got hooked on.
Okay.
I was like, the Kyler Murray, 32.5 rush yards.
Oh, yeah.
How many yards does he have?
32, right on the dot. Little hook right there.
Yeah, that was a good pick.
No, it definitely was a good pick. I remember you sent that one to me. I took a look at it. I didn't play it. I liked it. Didn't play it. But, yeah, 32, that's a hook right there. Hook and a half.
Kyler had a game, though.
Yeah, no, he did.
He does this, though, where it's like he just has these weird good games. 321 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 picks. The 2 picks.
Sacked 4 times, too.
Yeah. Which, is it really his fault?
No.
Trey McBride
got that touchdown.
Yeah, finally.
Took you all season long. He finally got a touchdown. Let's see if he gets one last week.
123 yards.
Yeah.
12 receptions.
He played great.
That's a tight end game, though.
Yeah, 100%.
It's a Mike Gesicki.
Yeah, right?
All right, we're done with these games.
Yeah,
we're itching to get to this one.
So you guys know, I don't know if I said this, but it's January 31st, New Year's Eve. You know what happened yesterday? Lions versus the 49ers.
So whose game do you want to talk about first? We can talk about the Lions stats, or we can talk about the...
I want to say something I seen, so I don't know if everyone stayed tuned in after. Did you stay tuned in after? Or were you like, I'm done. I'm not watching any more of this?
Me and my dad got in a heated debate.
Okay, so did you watch after or not?
Not really.
Okay, so I don't know if you've seen this then, but it is the first game since I think it was 1938 where there was 10 touchdowns and 0 punts.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
This game was awesome.
It was so good.
It was awesome. It was so good to watch. It was a great last Monday night football game. they really ended the year off with a bang. No hate to the 49ers. I mean, even though I was hanging on them yesterday, I told them.
I just gotta F the 49ers.
Yeah, I texted them. I was like, listen, man, I don't hate the 49ers before the game. I don't hate them after. I just hate them during the game.
You would have hated them after.
For the day.
If we beat you all, it would have been.
I wouldn't have dragged it on to a lifelong hate. Like no diss on any Lions fan, but some Lions fan dragging I hate the 49ers, I hate the 49ers. We hate the Packers. That's
a lifelong hate. Yeah.
I hate the Packers. That's the only team I fully
lifelong hates. I have so many teams that
That's
I hate.
That's because you've been in the mix your whole franchise.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I hate the Eagles. I hate the Rams. I hate the Cowboys. I hate the Seahawks.
And like last year, we lost that game. Yeah. It was us, 24-7, and you choked. Yeah, that's not you did you handed them the game. So,
actually, I like the Packers because the Packers always give us wins.
Okay, yeah, that's true. I guess I like the Packers then too. 2-0, except they didn't beat the Vikings. But we'll talk about that later.
Why is that a bad thing?
We'll talk about it later. Okay,
I want to talk about Brock Purdy.
Okay, you want to talk about the 49ers first?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
377 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 picks. Solid game.
Really solid game. Career high passing yards.
I may have had an overreaction. That heated debate I was talking about with my dad.
Yeah.
I said we should draft Quinn Ewers before he announced that he was going back to college football.
Oh, he's going back?
Yeah.
I didn't even see that. Wow, I didn't even see that.
To go to the transfer
portal. How did I not see that? Oh, he's going to the transfer portal?
Yeah. He's leaving. For $6 million. Someone offered him something.
Who? They didn't say it?
They didn't say it.
Oh, I'm excited. How did I not see that? I must have missed that.
He's not going to Michigan. Stop it.
I know he's like, I don't want him on Michigan. I got Bryce Underwood.
Wait. Great for the pod.
What?
We have 2 number 1 ranked talents.
Yeah.
Because you have the number 1 ranked quarterback this year. I have the number 1 quarterback last year.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, so continuing with this, I was very overreactive. Brock Purdy threw those 2 picks. The first one was terrible. The one where he overthrew him by 15 yards. But he was rattled.
Yeah, he was.
When that pass interference happened, where, what's his name, caught the ball, he had 3 picks, technically. But one of them was called back.
All 3 of them were caught by Kirby Joseph.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, is Kirby Joseph had 3 picks.
Yeah, basically.
The diving one was the rattling play.
Yeah.
He threw that pick, and then all of a sudden, you know when like a shooter misses a 3, and like all of a sudden he's rattled and he can't make a shot?
Yes.
That's what it looked like, because he threw that pick, and then all of a sudden, the next play, pick. And then you're like, oh, great. Maybe we can make it up. Hopefully we can play defense. 3rd drive, another pick. It's like, you just kind of crumbled.
Yeah.
You had such a good game. Ricky P. You can shoot him. It don't matter. He's not stopping.
8 catches, 141 yards, 1 touchdown, 10 targets, 40 long.
He played absolutely insane.
Yeah.
He had that catch. The catch where, like, the one-hander, just out of bounds, he just went boom. Caught it like that, and then just walked out of bounds. I looked at Dad because I have a photo. I don't know if I have it nearby, but it's a photo of Vanderbilt versus the Gators. And there's a catch out there where Ricky's leaning back, catches it like this. One hand, both feet up. It's the greatest catch I think I've ever seen.
Uh-huh.
And that's what it reminded me of. He's a freak. It's the reason we drafted him. It's just because he can do that kind of thing.
The game was super entertaining to watch. I was a little nervous at halftime, a little scared. But those halftime fears went away very quickly at the start of the third quarter.
Charlotte.
After we automatically were just, oh wow. Just driving. I don't know if that will work.
That won't work. But basically,
it's show it up right here in editing or not. Maybe I just look stupid.
Now I'm not going to do it.
But no, Brock Purdy played good. It was a really great game, great offensive game. Like I said, no punts, 10 touchdowns.
First, before we go to the Lions, I just want to give one more rant. Jake Moody, you're kicking for Michigan at this point. You're done. I don't know in what universe you draft a 3rd-round pick and you can't make a 52-yarder, and then the undrafted random bum out of this USF.
Yeah.
Not USF, the college, the football league. Just comes in and just kicks a 58-yarder just to really show it off to you.
I mean, he's from Michigan.
No, you can hate.
He went to Michigan.
You're gonna glaze him though because he kicked for your team.
Who? Jake Moody?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's from Michigan. He went to Michigan. He said he wanted to always play for the Lions. And, man, you played for the Lions yesterday. Thank you, Mr. Jake Moody. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, he kicked good for the Lions.
Kicked very good for the Lions. Thank you. Yeah, let's talk about the Lions, man. Jared Goff, 26 for 34, 303 yards, 3 passing touchdowns, 0 interceptions. I want to say something, though, really quick. So when the Lions were going down, I'm seeing this live money line, and I'm like, man, plus 150, I need it. So I lock in the plus 150, and then it gets closer to the end of the game, too. And I see that Jahmyr Gibbs, anytime touchdown, is getting up to plus 200. And I think it was like, it was
always going to happen.
It was either near the end of the third quarter or just at the start of the fourth quarter. It was at plus 200. I hammered down on that. I think I threw a unit and a half on Jahmyr Gibbs anytime touchdown at plus 200. And he got it for us at the end. That was awesome right there.
Yeah.
He had 18 carries, 117 yards, and of course that touchdown we just talked about with a 30 long. He's playing really good without Dave Montgomery. Craig Reynolds even went in there and took some snaps, 7 carries, 31 yards. So
Dad had a Craig Reynolds touchdown.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
So did Dave Portney. And
that's where he got it from.
Really got from Portney? I was kind of scratching my head on that one. Portney, I'm not going to lie. I was looking, I was like, Craig Reynolds touchdown. I mean, I get it. I know he's going to need a break, but.
The Jefferson one.
He was close.
Jefferson was annoying. Jefferson just came in and took every single red zone snap.
Yeah, right?
I was laughing at his name, though.
Yeah, I almost thought that.
He's got a great name.
Yeah, I almost thought he was going to get a touchdown over Jahmyr Gibbs, but no, Jahmyr Gibbs got it. But he had 3 carries, 9 yards. It seems like he had more carries than that. I guess not.
It did seem like that. I'm not going to lie.
But the little lateral play, too, that was nice.
Dad just got mad.
You thought he had him, didn't you?
Dad was like,
you were like, oh, yeah. They're like, no!
Dad was like, doesn't matter. They stole it from the Chiefs.
Oh, I don't care what he said. I don't care. Yeah, you were like, yes, no. I was like, no, yes.
You know who really pissed me off?
What?
Sam Laporta.
Oh, man.
Every fourth down. Oh, we're playing good defense. We're playing good. Oh. Sam Laporta
wide open
every play.
Right, they catch the ball and get you a first down.
It was embarrassing. The defense just did not show up yesterday. And they didn't show up to play. Neither did yours. But
we have a tendency of doing that, though, with our offenses. We make it look like the defense didn't show up to play.
Yeah, but there's just a level of you have to play some defense.
Yeah.
Like that lateral play, I'm not blaming anyone on defense. That happens.
Yeah.
Not like it happened, but it already happened before, so I guess that's a bit annoying. But you just have to show up and play defense, and you didn't. J-Mo had 77 yards. Really?
Yeah, he had 77 yards. He played great.
He looks like he had way more.
Yeah, right. But he's 33 away from the 1,000.
So you're having the burger next week, right? On Friday.
Oh, we're going to have to do the burger next week. Yeah.
Yeah, so on Friday, definitely tune in. That's definitely going
Yeah, we're going to have to set up quick so it doesn't get cold, even though I'm putting the ice cream on it anyways.
You're getting me a burger anyway. So
yeah, so we'll have a little
we'll both have
snack
a J-Mo
time.
burger.
You're not
I'll eat a J-Mo burger, too.
Are you a Lions fan now? Are you rooting for the Lions in the playoffs?
I think honestly, I would like to see the Lions in it. Do you want my honest opinion for the Super Bowl?
Who are you rooting for?
The Lions.
Okay, all right.
But
you might have seen my eyes are there. I was like, you're not rooting for the Lions?
If there was a team who I think will make it, it'll probably be the Vikings. I'm starting to really think the Vikings are good.
The Vikings are legit.
Actually, you know what? I'm rooting for the Lions, but I kind of want the Bucks too.
That would be cool. I don't see the Bucks doing it.
You'll play the Bucks first if you lose.
Yeah, we will.
I like the Bucks.
As long as they finish business.
There's a few. I hate the Rams. I would hate the Rams to be in the Super Bowl, but there's one benefit, and that's part of my take. Big Cat has to cut off his pinky if the Rams win the Super Bowl. So that's one scenario that I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind the Vikings winning. I like Kevin O'Connell. I like Brian Flores. That would be good for him because he got exiled
Yeah.
for his racism thing, which was a whole weird thing. But it doesn't matter. Bucks are fun. I love Baker. I think it would just be awesome. Most Browns thing ever. As long as the Eagles. Basically, as long as the Eagles
I
don't
agree.
win it all.
Just to wrap up the Lions game, Brian Branch played great, had a sack as well. We all know Kirby Joseph, 2 interceptions. Lions won, 6 points. Really good game for them. They covered the spread.
It wasn't 6 points, basically. It was 14.
Yeah.
We had a
Joshua
last-second
Dobbs touchdown last second.
Dude, MVP. I texted
Where
you that.
was that on the play card? I want to
texted
know.
you. That's what Dad said.
What was his anytime touchdown at, man? I want to know.
You know, it's crazy. That's what Dad said, too. He's
right
like,
when it happened, I looked at my girl and I was like, I want to know what those odds were.
I texted you. I texted you 2026 Super Bowl MVP.
Yeah, right.
Dude, I would love that, Loki. I would love to have my own Nick Foles. Where just like Brock Purdy gets hurt in the
that would be crazy.
Second round, and then we just go all the way with Josh Dobbs.
But yeah, Lions win. Really important, even though it does not no playoff implications. It was important for the team to win this game.
If Moody made every kick, we would have won. Before
we get into the Sunday games, I want to talk about just next week very lightly the Lions and the Vikings. So I want to say something. So I agree with what you said about the Vikings making it to the Super Bowl. I totally think they can too. I think so many people have counted this team as the third in the NFC North. It's the Lions and then the Packers. It's not the Packers. It's the Lions and it's really the Lions and the Vikings right at the top. There's not one team that's above the other.
You should probably say this. We got to talk about this eventually. So
I just want to say something really quick.
Okay. He wants to say something.
If the Lions win next week in Sunday Night Football, they take care of business. They get the first seed. Lions fans, Detroit players, everyone, you better hope you do not see the Vikings in the NFC Championship. Because do you know how hard it is to beat a good team 2 times? How hard is it to beat a good team, a great team, 3 times?
I wonder what the stats are behind that.
Absolutely hard. I mean, this game is going to be tough to win. Just think how tough it's going to be to win the 3rd time. Has it even ever happened? I mean, it's had to happen before, right? Definitely has had to happen, but it's very, very hard to beat a team 2 times like that. 3 times? Man, I don't know. I just know.
There's a whole Sports Illustrated article on why it's busting a myth.
So we're going to have to read that another time and come back to that on
There's
on
been
Friday.
21 instances where a team swept 3 times.
Okay.
And they're 12-5. Maybe we're just all delusional.
Hey, maybe I'm delusional, but I mean, I've always heard, it's hard to be a good team 2 times. How hard is it to be a good team 3 times? And how many of these times? Yes, 3-0. But are these the Vikings? Are these the 14-2 Vikings? We're talking about 28 combined wins on this game on Sunday Night Football. That's the most wins in a game combined ever.
That John Daly meme is the greatest meme of all time.
So I'm the type of person, I'm going to give the Vikings their due. They're a great team.
Every time someone mentions the Vikings being 14-2, I just think of
John Daly. It really is what it is. But no, I'm tired of people not giving the Vikings credit. I don't care. The Vikings are like that. They are good.
The boys just got sacked again.
Yeah, we got the Michigan-Bama game up right here.
Milrow looks
Michigan's up 16-10. 7 minutes left in the 3rd quarter.
Milrow looks.
You already know how I feel about Michigan. I love Michigan, baby. You know, I got that plus 21.5. Played it personal though.
All right, so we'll hop over to the Vikings. Not the Vikings. Giants Colts.
Okay.
What the heck?
I said this before. One of my buddies texted me. He's like, "Yo, Colts. That seems like a pretty free play, right?" They're 9-point favorites. Why on earth would you want to play a 9-point favorite Colts team?
What's crazy is that's exactly what I said on the pod.
Yeah, no, it makes no sense. There's no reason the Colts should be 9-point favorites. It's the Colts, and their backup quarterback was playing. Now, I wouldn't take the Giants plus 9 in that situation either. But I'm not playing the Colts for 9 points either. I'm not.
All right,
and it's just the most Giants thing ever to win this game, too.
So, Malik Neighbors.
Great.
Holy yards. Crap. 171 yards, 2 touchdowns, 7 receptions. He had a game and a
He's
half.
way over 1,000
He played
now.
so good. It was insanity to me. I was watching that game, and it's just like, oh, Malik Neighbors gets the ball. Oh, wait, he's still going. He's still going.
Oh, he's in the end zone.
It's like, wow, what the?
Yeah. Drew Lock,
He had
4 passing touchdowns. When's the last time a Giants QB had 4 passing touchdowns?
I can find it.
Look it up. I want to know. When's the last time a Giants quarterback put up a 4 passing touchdown game? Let alone 4 passing touchdowns, 0 interceptions, and 0 sacks. Jeez. Sign Drew Lock. Screw Shador Sanders. Screw all of them. Drew Lock's your guy, New York. I'm telling you. Not really.
Eli
really.
Manning in 2012.
But 2012. Last time. There was
Oh, wait,
4.
2015? There's so many different... There's so many different ones.
It was
2015.
It was in the Eli Manning era. That's all you got to know. It's been a long time.
Fake Hall of Famer.
Since there's been 4 passing touchdowns for the Giants in a game, which is crazy.
By the way, Neighbors, 105 yards of yak.
Yeah.
Just yak alone. That is insanity to me. We'll hop over to the Colts one, too.
Joe Flacco started 26 completions on 38 attempts, 330 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. That seems just like a Joe Flacco. It's a Joe Flacco line. 300 yards.
It was the defense who lost in this game.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, the Giants put 45 points up on you.
And it does suck because I did say my shout-out for defensive line was DeForest Buckner. I didn't really have anyone else, but I had to give my boy love.
Yeah.
All right. So I said on Friday, my DFS pick of the week. Guess.
What?
JT. 125 yards, 2 touchdowns.
32 carries.
32 carries.
Crazy.
He had 2 receptions, so that's a point, and 11 yards, so that's another point. That was a great call. I'm just saying. Not to self-glaze.
No, 100%. That's a great call.
Was a great call.
Self-glaze all you want. Be Blaze and Blaze.
And that's the funniest part about it is it was a negative game script. It wasn't even like it was like a... If it was a bigger lead, it would have been
not even
more.
like they were up and they were just running the ball at the end to kill time. Like,
I mean, granted,
was just doing it.
He had 32 carries.
Yeah, no, he did. But
he carried the ball out, and
there was a lot of plays this game, man.
This game was good. It was freakishly good.
And both of these defenses are pretty good. I would hate to have the under. Be like, oh, both defenses good. Let me take the under.
Yeah.
Just for the Giants to put up 45 and the Colts to put up 33.
Kayvon Thibodeau.
I'd be sick to my stomach.
Kayvon Thibodeau was in straps. I said that on Friday. I was like, keep an eye out on that matchup right there. This game's going to be boring, which I was wrong about, but he was in straps, man.
So what do we got next, huh?
We got Jets-Bills.
Jets-Bills, just the game I wanted to talk about. Yes.
You did?
Yes, man. What's that QBR for Aaron Rodgers? Pull it up. What is it?
Right there. It's
what
44. Oh!
Aaron Rodgers, man. 12 for 18, 112 yards. 0 passing touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Did he lose a fumble, too? No, he did.
Dad had Aaron Rodgers 2+ passing.
Why? He likes Aaron Rodgers?
That's what I said. Let me see if I can get him in here.
I would never bet on Aaron Rodgers to do good. That's a lie. I have been before, but it's very rare. It has to be convincing. But no, Aaron Rodgers, I want to say retire, but then your legacy is just screwed.
Yeah.
It's...
Well, did you see the Garrett Wilson report?
She's screwed. Like, you really thought you were going to be Tom Brady going to the Bucs. You're not. You're not.
Well, Garrett Wilson said that as long as Aaron Rodgers is there, he is not going to come back.
Wow. I did not see that.
He said he's going to demand a trade.
As he should.
Click on his name, double check. I'm pretty confident I saw that. Go to news. Good boy. Yeah.
Yeah, right there.
Targets people. Oh wait, no, that's people see it differently. I can't remember. I saw it somewhere. I saw it on Sleeper. Oh crap! Davis Warren is going to the locker room.
I wouldn't. Oh no,
that's not good.
I wouldn't doubt it.
I don't blame him.
Yeah, I don't blame him either. I mean, Aaron Rodgers, he's just retire. That's all I gotta say. Josh Allen, he didn't really play too hot either. 16 for 27, 182 yards, 2 passing touchdowns.
He played good.
5.
I mean, He played good for what he needed to do.
Yeah, I mean, he took care of the game, but like 5 carries, 17 yards too, with a long of 10. I mean,
He had a touchdown. He had 3 touchdowns.
yeah, he had 3 touchdowns.
That's the funny part is he still gets 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, no, he didn't play like Josh Allen though, but he played. He won the game. He played good enough to win the game.
They won. They won in butt-kicking fashion. Mitch Trubisky starting job next year on that one pass play.
Yeah, right. 69 yards, one completion, 1 attempt.
It was a crazy little
Yeah.
It wasn't even him. The guy who he threw it to had 72 yards of yak.
It's crazy.
As a guy who got 1 target for 69 yards.
Hey, they're living that up right now.
Well, he's gonna start next week.
100%. Oh yeah, I mean they have no reason to play.
Cooper had that crazy catch.
Yep.
That was a great catch. I'm hoping. There's not a lot more to. Adams was kind of.
Yeah, there's not really much to talk about this game.
This game was already a 79% chance for the Bills.
Yeah.
And when it kicked off.
Yeah.
So it just got worse. All right, we're gonna have.
What do we got next?
Boring game. Actually, it was a great game. Titans Jags.
Oh my goodness! I'm looking at the box score right now. I'm about to fall asleep. Jeez, man.
BTJ.
I mean, yeah, he played good.
91 yards, 7 receptions, 1 touchdown. He's the best thing that the Jags have.
Oh, 100%, man.
They don't really have anybody else, but and Cisco. Cisco had a good game. I like Andre Cisco.
Yeah.
He's fun.
On the offense wise, though.
Yeah, offensively they're just it's the LSU classic. Make a randomly good player, and then that's it. That's all you have to do.
Yeah.
Otherwise, Titans, they didn't do much.
Yeah, there's not really too much to talk about in this game. This is just one of those no playoff implications, no bets, didn't watch it.
Oh, it was awful.
Why would you do that to yourself? The only reason you watch this game is if you were a Jags fan or a Titans fan.
Or if you were
or if you hate yourself. If you hate yourself, you might have watched this game.
No, if you were a Pats fan, I think you'd tune in. Because I think it determines some picks.
For the draft.
But you just turn on Red Zone. That's tuning in.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I would just turn on Red Zone. If you turned on just this game and didn't like any of these teams, you hate yourself. Simple as
well,
that.
the next game's also
or you have really bad cable and you live up in Jacksonville and that's the only game that was showing.
So the next game you're also going to dislike.
What? Oh, God, I already looked.
Raiders Saints.
Let's just do it really quick. Come on, before I fall asleep.
So, honestly, I liked Brock Bowers this game. Won me my fantasy championship, by the way.
Really? Congratulations.
2 times.
2-time fantasy champ. This guy right here, okay?
The league's been existing for 2 years.
Okay.
And
is it a family league?
Yeah, it's family league.
Family league, okay.
So my cousins, it's a whole thing. Daniel went to the championship this year and last year.
Okay.
I went to the championship this year and last year.
Oh,
this year and last year.
Nice.
So far there's no parity.
Yeah.
I'm dominating, and they hate it because they're like, I'm a bit obnoxious.
Oh, we know.
I'm a proud winner.
Bro, you win proud fantasy player.
If you win the championship, okay, you get some bragging rights.
100%.
If you win it 2 times in the first 2 years of the league's existence,
you're dominant.
That's domination.
Yeah, it's domination.
It's not even like I always like dominate in the regular season. I always squeak into the playoffs.
Yeah.
And then sweep the playoffs. This year I was the 4 seed. Last year was the 4 seed.
Well, I'm not even gonna lie. I've never played fantasy before.
Yeah, we tried to get a league up.
Never played fantasy. Next year will be. I loved football for so long. I've never played fantasy. I will play fantasy next year. I gotta play for like something though.
That's what you said this year.
I gotta play for money though.
Do we put $20?
Yeah, well, we can start a little
a fan league.
Yeah, if we get there next year, maybe we'll do a little fan league or something. Yeah,
that sounds like
I gotta play for something to make it worth my while. You know, I can't just do the ones for fun. I can't.
I love to do them for fun because
no, that's not fun.
But the only downside to it is Dad gets to say, "Oh, have you ever won a money league?" And then I have to be like, "Yeah, no, I haven't."
Yeah, your dad's in those big money leagues. He's told me about those.
Yeah, he's got like 2, and he sucks in both of them. I tried to save him, but
other than that, yeah, Brock Bowers played good, and O'Connell, he did his thing, I guess.
I mean, we can kind of talk about the Saints, but
Yeah, you can put it over on the Saints really quick. Did you have this last week? This little graphic?
No, this is brand new.
Okay, yeah, we got a new graphic. We got a new graphic. Yeah, I
This,
like it. It's nice. It's nice.
I worked on this when you called me.
Really?
I worked on this today because I looked at the camera and was like, "Wait, it doesn't fill up the entire screen."
Yeah, we're making updates. We got a graphic. We're inside. Got backdrop. I mean, look at us, guys.
We got,
what can I say?
2 LEDs.
Yeah, what can I say? We got a new setup and everything. Little stats on the side for you too.
He was very proud.
Love
of my new
to
setup.
see it. Gotta love it, man.
Oh, and we got some big projects working on.
Oh yeah, huge projects actually. Something for we're gonna do a whole video on that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it will be some content.
We'll talk about that after, but you should start working on your project, and we'll
Yeah.
just film. I'll edit yours, but you can film yours, and then I'll film mine.
Okay.
So
I like that idea.
So then we don't have to worry about filming.
Yeah,
together.
so I would be excited for those projects, man, because those
little teaser. It's about winning.
Yep,
and how to win.
They're a little saucy. I ain't gonna lie, they're a little saucy. They're fun.
They got numbers. All right,
yes, they do.
Next game, the most fun, the game that I was completely wrong about. All right, I want to apologize first to all the podcast listeners. If you actually listened to the Friday solo show, I said, "Oh, Chuba Hubbard is going to have a game. Panthers are going to win. It's going to be an upset. No one's going to see it coming." God damn it. As soon as I looked on my phone, I see. So I recorded them all on my phone.
Yeah.
We still have audio on my phone. So we're working on the kinks of that. But I looked at my phone and saw Chuba Hubbard season ending surgery ruled out. And I was so mad.
Prayers up, Chuba Hubbard, man.
Was he even really injured, or was it just kind of like a little tune-up?
Who knows?
Yeah.
All I know is it was a personal play. I didn't post it. I was too sick to write up a whole explanation. Whole edit.
You can take over.
Oh.
Tanner wants to sit down and have a little conversation about your thought process with the Dave Portnoy pick of the week.
Oh, what?
Hold on.
Special guest.
Aaron Rodgers bet was not with Dave Portnoy.
No. All right,
that
we
was
got a special guest.
That was a suggested bet on Hard Rock Bets.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What was it? Just over him only over one?
No, it was like 6 different quarterbacks with 2 touchdown passes.
It was the worst bet I think I've ever seen.
Yeah, man. I don't know if I'm betting that.
I mentioned it. So the reason I called you.
So how many times this year has Aaron Rodgers thrown for 2 touchdowns in a game?
Hold up. Oh, no.
How about 9 times?
Oh.
9 times this year, Aaron Rodgers thrown for 2 touchdowns.
I wish I could look at
out
the
of 247 games played, Aaron Rodgers has thrown for 2 touchdowns in 159 of them.
So,
wait, we're talking about career?
Career.
Yeah,
career.
He was playing
career, but he threw for 2 touchdowns in 9 games this year.
So I mentioned that bet, and Tanner goes, "Ugh, why do you do that?"
Yeah, I was like, "What? Do you like Aaron Rodgers?"
No, here was the bet: Josh Allen over 1.5. Aaron Rodgers over 1.5. Baker Mayfield over 1.5. Bryce Young over 1.5. Aiden O'Connell over 1.5. Drew Lock.
I thought you meant the boosted play.
Over a half. The only one I missed
33-1
was Aaron Rodgers. And Aaron Rodgers didn't throw any touchdowns.
He looked bad, yeah.
And he had all of his offensive weapons. Every single offensive weapon.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Tyrod Taylor threw 2. So you want to talk about how
I wish I could look at the projections. How you feeling about that? Fantasy champ over here. This guy, you can't see him. He's not in the frame.
My buddy Luke, who literally watches about an hour of football every year, was fantasy champion this year in his company league. So, no, winning fantasy championships is pure luck.
Yeah, really.
It has nothing to do with skill. Has nothing to do with skill. As in your record with FanDuel this year. Yeah.
Oh, he doesn't.
He won one time. He won one time.
He doesn't talk about that.
He won one time.
I wonder why he doesn't talk about that because he didn't do good.
I told about it. The daily draft with my dad's friend.
Yeah, it's the daily fantasy on FanDuel.
Yeah, but you
it's
never
like
talk
a
about
6-man
those
league.
losses.
No, I don't talk about
Well, it's because he's only won once.
I always get second.
And he's usually last.
No, I always get
And I think I have 5 wins this year.
Oh, man.
There was like 8 straight weeks in a row where I just got second place every single time, and it was always to him. And this week,
How many did you win?
I won like 5 times this year
Holy shit!
Yeah,
in the weekly
it's
fantasy.
tough, too.
It's hard because you
Yeah,
got
it
to
is
catch a
hard.
flash in the pan because you're on a salary cap of
He
$60K.
tried to do one.
I think it's
with
salary
me.
cap of
He did
$60K.
one with me, and he ended up picking like Brock Wright as his tight end.
Yeah, it was.
Well, there's certain positions if you can justify the spend for a Justin Jefferson at $9,000 and then have him go off and have 2 touchdowns and 180 yards, then you can throw away your tight end pick and you're okay. Or you can throw away your defensive pick. Like the guys that win money consistently in FanDuel, they're picking the bottom of the basement like defenses because they only need 4 points out of them.
We had the
or whatever.
Raiders this week because they were the second cheapest defense against the Saints, and look how that turned out. It's a 10-point game. So,
And a lot of people picked Indy this week in FanDuel because they were playing the Giants, and then the Giants put up 40 points.
But then we had
for the first time going over 30 points
that was
the entire season.
Yeah, and they 45.
We talked about that one. We talked about the Lions game. You got any comments on that one?
I was happy to see the 49ers actually still fight.
Yeah,
in the game.
that
Kyle
was nice.
Shanahan cared. John Lynch cared. It wasn't like a throwaway game for them. Like they actually tried to win the football game.
So Moody.
So he's an idiot. He's a bum.
How many burgers is he flipping next year?
He's going to be kicking somewhere.
He's from
Jake
Michigan,
Jake
went to
Bates was in the
Michigan.
XFL. He'll probably go back to the XFL.
He's probably going to be kicking here just because it's
No.
No, he
never
might get
understood.
exiled after that
Yeah,
one.
that was they were pretty frustrated with him. I mean,
Yeah.
that was 7 points. We lost by 6.
Yeah.
I'd be frustrated.
7 points.
too.
We had 2 opportunities to go up 10,
No.
What?
which would have been
I
clutch.
think interception, Bama ball.
Does Michigan have more than 100 yards of offense yet?
Yeah, I think they did. They've been playing decent. It's just
I can't tell if
When
you
the
were
score
joking
was
or-
16-0, Michigan had
Yeah.
100 yards of offense,
Really?
and Bama had 3 turnovers.
Yeah.
2 Jaden Milrose,
Fumbles.
one
We had
fumbled, 2
75
interceptions right?
passing yards.
Total. Yeah.
Well, yeah, your quarterback just
Total.
got hurt, too.
Yeah, and Alex Orji's 2 for 2 with 2
Oh.
passing yards.
The future.
The future. He's in the transfer portal. Surprised he's even playing.
Yeah, but they just bought you the best quarterback in the country, didn't
They
they?
did. Yep.
Dave Portnoy put up the money.
Yeah, he
Love
was,
him.
Yeah, he was talking
Love
about
that guy.
So wait,
I want to eat a pizza with you, Dave.
dude,
Come on.
that's on the list.
Book it.
Laporta, how annoying was it that he was always open? We already went over that. I said to
How
him,
annoying was it? I mean, it's his first breakout game of the year. He really hasn't been explosive this year.
Okay.
He
It
hasn't
was
been
not-
explosive this year. He was injured for the first 6 games or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it seems like he really hasn't been in the rhythm. And Amon-Ra and
It's just because JMO's taking the step up this year. Yeah.
he's out of his mind. That dude is fat.
He caught 111 against Buffalo, though. 111 receiving yards, 7 receptions, 10 targets.
Are you gonna eat a JMO burger with us?
Yeah, you're going to eat a JMO burger next week?
What's that?
So you go to McDonald's, you get a McDouble, right? And then you get a flurry, Oreo flurry, and then you take some scoops of the Oreo flurry and you put it on the McDouble.
Why?
That's what he likes. He already had it once, but he's gonna eat one
Yeah.
for the Minnesota game. And
He's not the one who eats raccoon, is he?
No, that's
Leggett.
not him.
Oh, that was
That's Leggett. Yeah.
Allergic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're gonna eat
listen,
one next
the
week.
Lions, that game was actually entertaining. It was probably the most entertaining Monday Night Football game we've had all year.
Yeah, 100%. It was great to end off
If
on
the
that
Lions
bang.
do not fix their defense, they will not beat the Vikings.
No.
I know.
And they will struggle against all of the other NFC teams.
I agree.
That defense looked not good last night.
It was like paper.
Against 4 backup offensive linemen, one of which had only been with the team for a week, and 3rd string running back, and
So,
no Ayuk.
another one we were talking about the Bengals Broncos Dolphins scenario. If you're the Chiefs,
The Chiefs are throwing that game.
Right? Because they want to see the Broncos over the Bengals.
The Chiefs 100% do not want to play the Bengals.
But no. If the Bengals lose, because they play Saturday,
The Chiefs are sitting their players. They're sitting
you
everybody.
don't think
They're sitting everybody.
You don't think they play them so they can play the Dolphins?
Nope. They're sitting everybody.
What
Dolphins aren't.
if the
It's
Dolphins win, they're in.
I don't care. I'm telling
No.
you. It's either going to be
The
the
Dolphins
Bengals,
need the Dolphins. No, if the Broncos win, they're in, and
Yeah,
everybody else is
automatically.
out.
Yeah.
If the Broncos
Dolphins
lose, the
need-
Dolphins need both the
The
Broncos
Fins
to
and the
lose.
Broncos.
No Bengals, just the Broncos. Just the Broncos.
I thought they needed both.
No, it's just.
Oh, no, yeah, he's right.
Okay.
She's
Yeah, either way, they're not setting it up like that. The Chiefs are confident they can beat anybody, and you're not rolling Patrick Mahomes out there to sprain another ankle and be gimpy for the playoffs.
I still think though. I just don't think you want somebody who can beat the Bills, because it'll be the Bills playing.
The Chiefs think they can beat anybody. They're 15-1.
They lost to the Bills, so I would rather have the Bengals.
But they're going to get that game at home. They're not going to play that game in Buffalo. They're going to get that game at Arrowhead, so there won't be 7 feet of snow.
Yeah.
What's their snow like?
And Josh Allen, big games.
Oh, that's right, hater.
Kind of a choker, a little bit in big games.
Biggest Josh Allen hater.
I'm not a Josh Allen hater.
He's just a Josh Allen realist.
He hasn't won a big game.
It's true.
So I read a stat earlier. It was
and he's playing against a team of all big game players.
Yeah, it was Joe Burrow has 250 yards and 3 touchdowns 10 times this season. There's been 3 other quarterbacks to do it, all won MVPs. He's the 4th. Does he win the MVP?
This team's 6-7,
8-8.
8-8.
8-8.
Yeah.
What they make the playoffs?
What's that?
If the Bengals make the playoffs, is Joe?
If they make the playoffs, yes, because he's the only reason they made the playoffs. I could see.
Yeah, 100%.
If they don't make the playoffs, I don't know how you can make him the MVP.
I agree.
Because you're competing against 2 other quarterbacks whose teams are going to the playoffs, one of which is 15-1. Mahomes didn't miss a single game this year, except for the Carson Wentz Bowl that's happening this week. I understand that, but all the other quarterbacks in the running for MVP are going to be in the playoffs.
What if Carson Wentz balls out? We have a starting quarterback contract.
Oh my!
Who's he going to ball out?
Serious guys?
They're not going to play. They're probably not going to play Pacheco.
Oh, I want to make sure.
Maybe not even Kareem Hunt.
Say that one more time.
I want to see a reverse Nick Foles. Mahomes gets hurt. Carson Wentz comes in and leads them to the Super Bowl.
Never mind.
That would be awesome. Reverse the
Can you fire him from his own show?
Yeah, you're on edge, man. I'm about to hire your dad.
The guy who did the solo show has been fighting for this cause.
Yeah, either your sister or your dad's in. You're almost on the
So
way
stat
out.
prediction for Carson Wentz. What is it?
Stat prediction. Hold on.
2 interceptions,
Okay.
1 touchdown, 140 yards. Kareem Hunt's going to have 115 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Kareem Hunt's not going to play.
No,
Even if Kareem Hunt does play, Broncos' run defense is
Broncos'
really
run
good.
defense is. Oh wait,
And if you're not playing your
or the
starting
Chiefs-
wide receivers to take the top off
but
the
what
ball,
if the Chiefs just do the
the
Bengals
Broncos are
strategy?
just going to put 9 guys in the box.
What if the Chiefs just do the Bengals strategy? Just throw it. Riley Moss. Riley Moss was exposed.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
So that might be the strategy.
He was.
You just put.
But
Travis
I could see
Kelce
the Broncos figuring out how to
outside.
protect him a little bit. All right.
All right. Yeah. You're
So,
good.
yeah, Aaron Rodgers, he cost me, it
Money.
was plus 3,000.
Yeah, and it was $1.
33-1.
You want to see the other ones that I missed on?
Yeah,
It was a bad weekend.
See these.
It was a bad weekend. I missed on last night because Kittle didn't score and Tim Patrick didn't
Didn't
get one catch,
He did the catch for the 2-point.
which I got no yards for.
Yeah.
I lost my touchdown one. I was supposed to be Jennings, Gibbs, Reynolds, and Williams, and Jennings and Reynolds didn't get a touchdown.
Yeah, Reynolds.
Every time we got down there, they pulled Reynolds out. Kenny Pickett, Brian Thomas Jr., Jonathan Taylor, all hit.
You
Guess who did?
love the Portney ones, man.
Brian
That
Robinson
was-
Jr. Well, I added Brian Thomas Jr. to that one to beef it up because when you're on Hard Rock, you don't get the boost
Yeah.
that they get on.
Wait, let me see it. I thought he had Robinson. Oh no, you had
I added Brian Thomas,
Yeah.
but the Pickett.
He did Jonathan Taylor 2 touchdowns as well too.
Well, I had.
But still, man, that's
And then this one, 6-team parlay, hit the Bills, hit the Giants, hit the Eagles, hit the Jags, hit the Bucks, not the Saints.
Why would you bet on that trash game?
That's what Tanner.
And
said.
then
I'm not betting.
and then I had a 10-way, but that one wasn't as close. 'Cause I
Yeah.
lost 49ers, Browns, and the other ones. This one I thought was actually a pretty good bet, and it came close. Devontae over 49.5, AJ Brown over 64.5, even though he ended up with 36 yards and a touchdown, and they celebrated it like it was a breakout game for him. Brandon Cooks over 40, that hit. Malik Neighbors over 65, 4.5, that hit.
Oh, did he catch it?
Doesn't look
Oh, he didn't catch
Milroe's
it.
running off the
Turnover
field.
on downs, Alabama. Let's go, Michigan.
All right,
They said
let's
we
get-
couldn't win this game.
Let's get 3.
That one wasn't close.
picks, and then we'll send you.
That one I missed all 3. Saquon, Bucky, and Josh
Oh
Allen.
for 3?
Over 3.
Hey, it happens, though.
And that one was 0 for 3 too.
3 picks from him?
So we're eliminated. So Super Bowl pick. What's your matchup?
3
and
Super
who
Bowl
wins?
picks. All right. Wait.
No,
First
not
off,
3 Super Bowl picks. I'm gonna go over the other 2.
wait. First off, who are you rooting for to win the Super Bowl? Who do you want to see win it?
Baltimore.
Get out. Get out. I thought we were rooting for the
Wait,
Lions.
No. I get another pick.
Oh,
I thought-
okay.
No, I was saying. Like,
Okay, so on each side.
I was
Yeah.
saying. So I have 3 questions. The first one is, who's your Super Bowl champion and matchup?
I would like to see Baltimore versus the Lions.
Okay.
And I would like to see the Lions win.
Okay.
But I think it would be
I
I think it would be really healthy for America if it was Baltimore and Buffalo. Because 2 small market teams.
You mean in the
Blue
AFC
blood.
champ?
No.
They can't be in the Super Bowl.
What did I say?
Yeah, he said
Baltimore
it.
and Buffalo.
No. Buffalo and the Lions in the Super
Oh,
Bowl.
yes.
I think would be a 6 Super Bowl, but neither one of those fan bases can
I think
afford
a
to go to the
Purple
game.
Bowl would be fun. I think
So,
Vikings.
Who knows who's going to be
Yo,
cheering for who?
what?
Because Buffalo fans
That's
can't afford
so
the Super
true.
Bowl,
I'm
and
not
neither can
going
Lions
to the damn
fans.
Super Bowl.
You should.
But
It's
it
in
would
New
be pretty
Orleans.
sweet.
You watch Kendrick Lamar?
I've been to New Orleans, man, a couple times. I'm not going to the Superdome,
All right.
man. You turn around the wrong corner on the Superdome, you're getting robbed. You're getting mugged, man. Simple as that. I've been there enough to know. My friend's dad said, yeah, you go over there, you're probably going to lose your wallet.
Yep.
So
Don't go down any
national
dark.
championship-
Yeah, no dark alleys in New
Who do you think-
Orleans.
What's the matchup for the national championship and who wins it?
Oh,
Texas, Arizona State.
I don't know how anybody's beaten Georgia.
So Georgia versus.
So you're on Georgia against Notre Dame then?
Ugh, I don't know about Notre Dame.
Yeah, I don't know about Notre Dame either.
Who else is coming out of that side of the bracket? I'm trying to think.
Or it's
I can pull it up,
Georgia,
too.
Notre Dame, Penn State, Boise State.
Ugh, I mean that's like an
That game's my last question.
Georgia. I would say probably Georgia, Oregon would be the.
That's
final.
exactly what I'm
That's
saying,
what I
too.
was-
Yeah, but I don't know
Georgia,
that anybody
Oregon.
can beat
Athletic
Georgia.
was-
I don't know if Oregon's not. I don't think they're going to put up 40 points on Georgia's
the Big Ten
defense.
sucks.
I mean that Georgia's defense again has like 15 NFL starters.
Yeah.
On their team.
They
Like,
do.
their backups are NFL players.
So
Yeah.
the last one, how much does Boise State win by, and how pissed off does?
Today?
Yes.
No, Boise State's going to
How
get
much?
embarrassed.
How
Boise-
pissed off does
Boise State's
Gentry-
going to get embarrassed.
I think Gentry's gonna be so mad that it won't matter.
I think Boise
Mad about
State's
what?
going to score.
Being second place.
I think Boise State's going to score a good amount of points. Okay, I think they could score like maybe 2-3 touchdowns, but Penn State's going to put 30, 40 on. They've never seen an offense like.
Penn State didn't score any points against, or they scored like no points against SMU, and Boise State faced Oregon.
Wasn't that
What are you talking
Well,
about?
it was like 3 defensive touchdowns. It was like the first 3 scores.
I don't care.
Well, yeah, but their offense didn't have to score because
Yeah,
SMU had the ball the whole time because every
Yeah.
time they got it, they turned it over.
Okay, but also don't disrespect
Boise State has what, the 79th ranked strength of
Boise
schedule?
State has never
I mean, come on.
seen an offense
They have not.
like Penn State.
No, they have
played
not.
Oregon.
Yeah, they played Oregon. Like
The same team who put 45 points up against Penn State.
What was Oregon's strength of schedule?
They played Penn State and proved it, and they beat Ohio State.
Beating Ohio State is not that big a deal. Like Michigan beat Ohio State.
Yeah, they did. Michigan beat Ohio State.
Ohio
You
State's,
damn
uh,
suck eyes.
Ohio State is favorites until the coach actually takes the sideline and then screws it all up.
Exactly, Ryan Day. It says it right here on my
I mean,
paper.
Ryan Day literally has 3
I don't know.
NFL.
Look right there. Day is 2-6 in top 5 games. It says it on my paper.
Ryan Day literally has 3
Says it right here.
NFL wide receivers on his team and decided to try and play bully ball against
It
Michigan
makes no
and not throw
sense.
to any of his wide receivers.
Yeah, it's just I think Boise State.
And then cried afterwards.
Ryan Day loves Michigan. That's the only explanation. He loves Michigan.
So does Jake Moody.
Yeah, man. Oh, Lord.
All right, I need to go hit a bucket of balls.
Yeah.
Oh,
Let you guys enjoy the
lucky you.
I got to prepare for my hangover. golf
Hangover
tournament
Classic. Who are you
tomorrow.
playing with tomorrow?
Palermo.
I know Palermo's not watching this or anyone from the golf course. You're playing with Palermo?
Well, somebody.
Lord have mercy. I'm about to say, you better have separate carts. Yeah, Lord have mercy. Hopefully you're okay.
Shut the door so Holly doesn't come in.
Well, that was fun.
That's definitely like 8 clips. Just
Yeah,
alone.
that was a little interlude right there for you guys. That was a lot of fun,
him
though.
to pop in every.
Yeah, no, that man right there, he knows some ball. He knows some ball.
Yeah, we getting some debates.
We're getting some debates with him.
There will be an episode where he will be interviewed.
Of course, 100%. That man knows some ball.
Yeah, that was a fun little section. All right, what were we on the Bucks?
We didn't
talk about the Bucks.
Yeah, we were getting into about Chuba Hubbard.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, he didn't play. Sorry about that. Baker Mayfield 5 touchdowns.
I had the personal play Bucks over 27.5 total team score. Did it cash in the half?
Yes.
Did it cash in the half?
It was 27-14 at halftime.
Okay, yeah, it was 1 point away. Come on, basically.
The duck.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
The duck blocked punt. Oh my god. Yeah. So I had Baker in my fantasy championship, and I had Bucky Irving, and in FanDuel I had Bucky Irving and Mike Evans.
Sweet.
And Mike Evans had like the first 2 touchdowns.
You're a genius.
I know I am. Thank you. I had.
What'd you expect? The Panthers give the most points in the league.
The best pick I said to you was Bucky Irving scrimmage yards. So I sent him. Now he didn't play it because he was fading. He was fading the Panthers for apparently good reason. So I sent him. What was it? It was Bucky Irving over rush receiving yards, which banged. I missed the Bryce Young pass attempts. I think he got benched at one point. No, he just didn't throw the ball. That makes no sense. I thought that one hit.
They just didn't have the ball like that. They had so many 3-and-outs. So many 3-and-outs.
Yeah, there was a lot of
hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4 3-and-outs.
Yeah,
and then the blocked punt touchdown. So
that was so cool.
So yeah, what do you expect? Let's keep moving on. Let's get the ball rolling a little bit.
All right, we got the ball rolling. All right, Cowboys versus Eagles.
So for the people that thought the Cowboys were gonna stick into this game because Kenny Pickett was throwing the ball for the Eagles, you're stupid.
I'll raise you.
Simple. You're stupid.
Tanner McKee kept them in this game.
Yeah, man. Oh Lord, I'll tell you something right now. If you thought the Cowboys were somehow, some way gonna stay in this game, win the game. If you thought they were gonna win the game, we need to go get your brain checked up, your dome piece checked out a little bit.
The sickest part of this game was the Big Dom. Big Dom getting the fan. Apparently, so I was listening to part of my take. PFT, he had an ant sitting next to the guy who caught the ball, and he was like the coolest dude ever. Really? Apparently, like they asked him, like security came over and asked him. He said, "Sure." And then Big Dom came over, the big old Italian, just give me the ball, give me the ball. He said, "Okay." Got the ball. AJ Brown comes over, signs that jersey. That was sick.
Yeah,
from that fan, that's got to be a great day.
Yeah, Eagles 41-7. Saquon Barkley 31 carries, 167 yards, only at 23 long.
Yeah, he threw his mind out or cut his mind out. Trey Lance appearance.
1 for 1.
1 for 1.
One passing yard.
Did he get a rush?
Yeah, one rush, 1 yard.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, Trey Lance, the 1 yard king, right there. And Michigan just takes a field goal, take a 9-point lead over Bama. They said we couldn't do it.
Game's not over. Roll
Tide. I know it's not over, but the spread was 17.5.
You said they couldn't do it.
Okay, I said about the money line. Okay, I said that about the money line. I never said that about the spread. I knew they were going to cover the spread the whole time.
They changed that game around quick. That was a day, right? Panthers game was in Raymond James. They made that game in that's cool. All right, moving on. This game's boring as hell. I want to skip this game.
What game is it?
You know which game it is.
I don't.
Dolphins.
Oh, I want to talk about this game.
Oh, you do? Okay.
I do.
Okay, which stat? Which ones?
The Finns and the Dolphins, the battle of the third-string quarterbacks. You have to hate yourself to watch this game.
Okay, I was going to say, you're way too excited to talk about
Not even Browns fans were watching this game. Not even Browns fans decided to tune in for this game.
I didn't tune in.
Some, But a bunch of Browns fans, I know a couple, if you know what I mean, they didn't even tune in to watch this game.
It was a red zone game.
Man, yes. Two
That's what we should just
third-string
start calling.
quarterbacks
We should just
is
start calling these
crazy.
games red zone games.
No, they're the trash bowl. But it's not exactly the trash bowl because the Dolphins are still in the playoffs.
And it was the only game on. You know, it was
the Vikings and the Packers were on. If you were watching this game over the Vikings and the Packers,
I had red zone on.
What are you doing?
I had red zone on, so I just got
fair enough. Fair. You can have red zone. That's
so, it was what's his name's birthday? Happy birthday to Myles Garrett. 2
Myles
sacks.
Garrett, happy birthday! Yeah, 2 sacks. There you go. Happy birthday! Your career is being wasted on a team that.
I thought the Browns were going to
Doesn't
win
care.
for a second too. There was
When?
there was like an
When
hour.
they had 3 points?
There was an hour. No. Before the game started, there was an hour before the game started. Tyler Huntley gets ruled to be starting quarterback, and I said, maybe, just maybe, Myles Garrett's birthday might get a touchdown himself. He might be the only one to score, but I think they could win it. I saw the. Did you see the over/under?
No.
32.5.
That's insane. Listen, I'll tell you something right now. Tyler Huntley sucks. Okay?
No.
He's here, though. DTR is...
Whoa.
How low can I go in the frame until it's not here anymore?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, DTR, man, 24 completions on 47 attempts.
You remember Brett Rippon? When he
What
came
are
in?
you doing?
Well, you remember when Brett Rippon came in?
What?
Brett Rippon.
Oh, yes.
He's better than DTR.
Yes.
DTR is done. He never needs to play
he's
football.
done. This guy's got to do something else, man.
170. His name's too long.
I need you to take the money you earn from the NFL and go to a financial manager, something. Invest this money because, man, you need to hold on to it.
Yeah, because you're not making any more.
Okay, let's move on.
Wait, hold on. I want to ask something real quick because it was very confusing. They couldn't say DTR's full name. They couldn't use the abbreviation.
Why?
I don't know. They were like, oh, we've been trying really hard not to say DTR. I was like, why?
Yeah, I don't know about that
Dorian
one.
Thompson-Robinson's way too long.
I watched the game for a little bit, and then I realized, what am I doing?
Yeah.
There's a game that actually matters to me on right now.
There's
Let me go back to that game.
There's a problem with it's his name. He has too long of a name to be this bad. All right, we're gonna swap over to the Packers game. We're gonna talk about the Packers first.
All right. Let me start off with this one.
Okay.
Packers at Vikings. So, in my family, my mom, she's the huge Lions fan. Huge Lions fan. It's hard to say I know anyone else that's a bigger Lions fan than my mom. Maybe my Aunt Clarice. Maybe she's a bigger Lions fan than my mom. But those two ladies are two of the biggest Lions fans I know. And she was swearing up and down that the Vikings were going to win. I told her, I said, Mom, listen, I'm not going to bet on this game because I can't bet on the Packers because I know they're going to lose. I can't bet on the Vikings because I need them to lose. Yeah. But I told her, I was like, Mom, the Vikings are going to win this game. The Packers are going to lose. It's simple as that.
So, Gruden, I watched his review.
Yes,
twice.
And he had the
was
Vikings
spot on in every.
He's always spot on. God, I love that mind when it comes to football because I watch his videos on where he breaks down the game. I'm just like, oh my God, this literally happened exactly how he says.
His best was Naylor.
Yes,
he's like,
yes.
Gruden grinder. I love Naylor this week. Naylor has the second most yards. He had 81 yards, 5 receptions, 5 targets.
Yep.
He was spot on, and I was watching that, and I was like, and then I'm watching the game. I'm like, oh, Gruden grinder. And I know football. I don't know if I know more than you, but it's pretty close.
Yeah.
When it comes to coverages and stuff.
100%.
That's why I can always beat you in college football. But I have the Xbox in here. We gotta do
We might have to run it after this game.
We might
post a little who won
content
on Instagram.
Oh, free win. But anyways, so Gruden was like, oh, this is my Gruden grinder. And I know football. I know coverages. I know how to call. I can read a defense. When he said, talked about Naylor and talked about the defense, it's like I learned a whole new thing. And he dumbs it down a lot.
Yes.
Because there are levels. Like, I'm out here. Gruden's about explaining it here. And he's probably...
He's up above this roof that's over our head right now.
See, but the funny part is, I could imagine that's probably the same with Shanahan. Same thing with all the other... The only difference is he can put it into words.
Yeah, no, Gruden. Because it's so great what he's doing now. I think he found what he loves too. It's so fun to watch.
They made a hire and a half.
Yeah, no, that was huge for Portney.
Well, because
Barstool.
so they were kind of flatlining. Caleb was their best sign recently, but then they brought on the former Commanders corner. His name is like Reed. It's not Reed. I would assume like if you watch this kind of show, you're gonna probably watch part of my take. So I'd assume you know what I'm talking about. It was the Thanksgiving show, but basically he's this corner for the Commanders. That was just the most fun dude you can imagine. I think I'm close. So John Gruden. Keep talking while I look for this.
Sam Darnold, 33 completions on 43 attempts, 377 yards, 3 passing touchdowns, 1 interception. He played great. Jordan Love, not so great. 19 completions, 30 attempts, 185 yards, 1 passing touchdown. Got sacked 3 times by that Minnesota pressure.
So I got the name now. Fred Smoot. He is awesome, by the way. Fred Smoot, if the guys I could interview, Scott John Gruden 1. Johnny Fanta 2. Weird one. Kittle 3, Fred Smoot 4.
Okay.
Johnny Fanta would be so fun. We get Julie
there
Mara.
We go. We got our list.
That's a random list.
Should
post it.
Yeah, right.
At the mall.
My list: Jared Goff, and Jared Goff.
I would have so much fun with that one too.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Because they showed the stat line. He's 3-7 against the 49ers. Because he played for the Lions. Or the Rams.
So he played for 49ers a bunch.
So yeah, I saw that stat line. That would be a fun interview because I could just have so much fun.
Yeah, that'll be awesome.
Just be like,
way in the future.
You lost to my team so many
cool.
times. I would love to. There's so many people I could just.
Yeah, we can make a whole episode about that.
If you ever wanted to reach out, we would love to have somebody on.
Yeah, man, 100%.
If you know anybody, send it up. Azeal Shire, the guy who hit Trevor Lawrence.
Oh yeah,
he was a great Niner before.
Yeah.
I'd love to. There's so many. I have 2 Gore jerseys and a Kittle jersey. I have a Gore jersey and a Kittle jersey up in front of us. The whole room's Niners, by the way. We're in my room for the inside. It's all Niners. You got any?
I can agree. It is.
We got the little stadium tour over there.
Yep.
Yeah,
very cool.
So we got so off topic.
Yeah,
Vikings backers.
We talked about the passing game. Let's talk about the rush game. The rush game was a little struggle on both sides, I would say.
Yeah, but they couldn't really run it because 12 attempts. They both had the same amount of attempts, basically. It was kind of just one of those games where it didn't really happen.
Justin Jefferson played pretty good.
Who's surprised?
Yep, not surprised at all.
They all had good games. Hawkinson, Addison. It was a really good just get the ball around game.
Yep.
Romeo Doubs, 58 yards. Tucker Kraft, 53. Yeah. Overall, there's so much implications, but there's so little to talk about for this game.
Yeah, and it just brings us to I cannot wait. Sunday Night Football next week, Vikings at Lions. Gonna be an awesome
so happy
game.
They won.
Yeah, part of me, I want the bye. Or not the. I wanted the guaranteed bye already, and then not to have to worry about next week. But this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be a lot of fun.
The JMO burgers are gonna kick in.
Yes, and hopefully we don't get stomach aches halfway through the video.
Oh, that'd be funny.
You're like, oh no, we gotta pause.
That'd be a hell of a title.
Yeah,
entire pod gets sick eating
gone
JMO
wrong.
burgers.
We're bringing YouTube back to 2016.
You're going to bring my dad one?
So let's go over Sunday Night Football, and then we'll get into college ball.
That Falcons logo, by the way.
Love the Falcons logo. Of course, I love the Commanders logo.
It's Redskins.
Yeah, I know.
It's a little dirty bird. Grace was like, oh, why are you picking that one?
But,
so Penix played good.
Yeah.
He looked good. This was the sealer, by the way. So my opponent had the Commanders defense. I had Bichon and McLaurin. And I was up by like 5 points. So I knew I was going to win, but this sealed it when Bichon scored. And I walked in my mom room, and went, "You're a 2-time fantasy champion this year." And she just groaned. She's so tired of me already. Oh, that's great.
But, yeah, even though the game came down, it was close. And, I seen a video. Let me talk about this really quick. Okay. A video of a bar in Atlanta full of Falcons fans. So many. And they see the kick. It's going up. It doesn't even get there yet. These guys are celebrating because they see it's right in the middle. I'm telling you, everyone in that bar thought it was good for like a minute, 2 minutes.
Yeah.
They weren't even looking at the screen anymore. They're hugging, they're jumping, they're doing all this, and then you just see one of them slowly pan over, and they see the video, and they're like, and then it's like end of regulation, time for OT.
Yeah, so there was another kick that was like that. What was it? It was Saturday? It was Saturday where it went like over the goalpost. And no one could, and they called it a touch, they called it a field goal, and then they were like, wait, I don't think we made it. But they couldn't review it.
Oh, yeah.
It was the funniest thing ever because they were just debating on if this went in.
But even though the Falcons, they were up 17-7 at halftime, they took it to OT. I had Commanders -3. It was at 3.5. I bought it at the 3. Didn't feel like playing it at the 3.5. But I was never worried, actually.
So Jake Daniels solidifies his Rookie of the Year campaign.
100%.
127 yards rushing. That is absurdity.
16 carries, yeah.
That is a fantasy champion quarterback right there.
Man, he was rolling out of the pocket and doing everything. Yo, it was crazy.
3 touchdowns, 1 pick. I mean, he just played great. Zacchaeus. Touchdown.
Yeah, Washington. Washington has their new guy, and God, do they love him.
And Zacchaeus? He's been around there for a little bit.
No, I'm talking about Jane Daniels.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Zacchaeus. I was like,
no, Jane Daniels.
I love the Zacchaeus love. All right, so we're done with the NFL games. It's New Year's Eve. We got a few college football games.
Yes, we do. We're watching the bowl games right now, but
we're itching to talk about.
We got playoff
about the bowl
games.
I talked about the bowl games, but I did not talk about the cup.
Did you talk about Michigan?
Yes.
What did you say about Michigan?
I said I think they might lose.
Well, I'm looking at a score 19-13 right now. 4 minutes, 38 seconds on. It's not over.
God, I hope they choke.
It's not over.
I could turn this game off right now. We would never know the result.
Oh, I mean,
there's another game on.
Got an iPad right here.
Damn it.
That'll tell me.
All right, so I went over some of the games in the past. I went over, I didn't really go in depth about much of them because I knew we were waiting.
Let's just hit the playoff games, man.
Yeah. Don't touch bowl games. I already touched them.
Yeah, let's hit these playoff games right here. I got a little sheet that I read up for you guys with some
lights are
little lock in there. Front and back. My handwriting's terrible, so you won't be able to read it.
You can flame me for it.
I did a little write up for you guys for some plays for the playoffs. We're gonna cut this out, make it a little short, so we can get it on the Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, all of that, so we can give you guys these plays.
Yep, cook.
But so right now for today, I didn't play it straight. I parlayed it with Michigan plus 21.5 just because I wanted to put it in my personal play. But it is for tonight, Penn State versus Boise State.
Mm-hmm.
I'll probably play it straight later too. Maybe not, because Michigan plus 21.5 is gonna hit, of course, clearly. But I'm taking the over 52.5 for that game. I think it's gonna be a high scoring game. We all know Ashton Genty's gonna do Ashton Genty things today, right?
He's going to win.
Especially up against that run D that led up 176 yards to Ohio State and 189 to USC. So we know that Penn State defense is good, but they still led up big amount of rushing yards to good running backs.
You're cooking. Never mind.
Wouldn't you agree, though?
Yeah, I'd say so. You keep going, though, because I have a take, but I'll wait too.
So I got a couple more bullet points here. So that's why I think Boise State, their run game's going to be really good. They're going to score 2-3 touchdowns. But Penn State's really going to be that team that comes through and covers this total for us. Penn State has its own great run game, too, ranking 31st in explosive runs together. Running backs Singleton and Allen have been absolutely great this year. 4,000 yards total and 41 touchdowns.
That's a lot.
For those two running backs. 41 touchdowns. These guys have been dogs. This game is going to be just running a bunch of run plays, all that. I could see a lot of touchdowns, definitely.
So, -11, you like +11? Is that what you're saying, or no?
No, I'm not. I'm staying away from this, but I'm taking the total. I got a couple more points right here. Penn State's offense ranks 9th in,
Tim Reed?
expected point average, sorry. Oh, my goodness. They should have success against the Boise State D that hasn't faced a team like this all year long.
They have. We just had the
Oregon,
debate.
week 2, though. This is way deeper. Yeah, this is the established Boise State team now.
This has been the ride I've been riding on this entire year.
What?
Boise State.
I know, you have. But 2 explosive run games, 3 top running backs in the game. This just feels like a shootout in the making, possibly. But if not, definitely covering that over 52.5 total score.
Hammer. All right, you got any games for
minus 130. Forgot to say that. Minus 130.
You got any games for New Year's?
Yeah. Do you want to talk about? You want to finish up talking about this game?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Let's talk
I
about
got
this
you.
game really quick,
So
and
I
then we'll
gotta
move
keep
on to
that
the
up.
New Year's games because this is the only playoff game today on New Year's Eve.
All right, so I don't think the Boise State's not as bad as people say. Obviously, I'm very biased. I've loved Boise State the entire run. I don't think they're as bad as people be like saying that they're like the worst playoff team in the playoffs. Arizona State is. Clemson was. It's just I think the quarterback is not as bad as people say. I think the running. I think they have the most sacks in the college football. All
Yeah.
of them.
It would be cool to see them win. That's why I'm not playing Penn State money line or the spread, just because I kind of do want to see Boise State. And if Boise State wins, the total should get covered.
Yeah,
Because the way that Boise State's going to win this game is if they score a boatload of points.
Yeah, they're gonna have to.
That's how they're going to win. That's how they're going to win. Simple as that.
Gentry's gonna have 300 yards.
Yeah, he's gonna have to run his booty off. He's gonna have to score his booty off. He's gonna have to
I
do
don't
all
see why he
that.
wouldn't though, because like you gotta think of the motivation he has. Besides for the fact that he doesn't have a cheating girlfriend, he lost the Heisman race. Poor Travis Hunter. Dude, he sucked. Dude, I was giving Dad so much crap. I walked out when they were down like 30.
Get him.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
No.
Oh no.
Yeah, they were down like 30-0. Colorado was. And I walked out to Dad and went, "That's your Heisman?" And then walked away. He was just so confused. Yeah, this is going to be a great game. I'm so pumped for this game.
Yep.
You're going to be with your girlfriend for this game, so
Yeah, I'll be watching this at a little house party.
no ale house.
Yeah, no ale house, sadly.
We should do an ale house trip for the championship.
Yeah, no,
That'd be
I'm
fire.
on that. Yeah.
All right, we'll plan that anyways. So, Notre Dame, Oregon tomorrow. Ohio State, Oregon tomorrow. -2.5. Ohio State is way too much.
I got a little right up here for you guys. So, my initial feeling was Ohio State money line, and I know that's coming from a Michigan fan. What? How dare me for feeling Ohio State money line?
Biased.
I started writing about it, as you can see down here. Yeah, right there. You can see I'm writing. I'm looking at stats. I'm writing it down. I'm trying to convince myself about it. And while I'm looking at these stats, I scratched it out. I said, no, I don't bet on feelings. I bet on stats.
Facts.
I
Yep.
bet on stats. I bet on facts. And the fact is
They're 13
that
now.
Oregon is the better team in this situation. Simple as that. And I take the better team all the time. So I got some stats for you guys. Oregon coming off an extended break. As we know, haven't had to do any football in a while, in real game-wise. They've been practicing hard. They're well-rested, all of that. They're probably feeling great. They're feeling pumped for this game.
Is it rest versus rust, though?
It is rest versus rust. But honestly, I like rest when it comes to college football.
Yeah.
They've had a lot of planning for this, and the game will be close, so that's why I'm not playing the money line. I'm taking the advantage of the fact that these books have Oregon as the underdog. I think it was 2. Is it 2 right there?
2.5.
2.5. I'm buying at the 3.5. Give me the 3.5. Give me Oregon plus 3.5. It's -150. We're going to make it into a parlay, but give me that first leg. Oregon plus 3.5. The Ducks' completion percentage is 77%. The best in the league. 77%. That's insane. The receiving core is elite. The Ducks' O-line is an absolute fortress, only allowing 3 sacks in the last 5 games. Oh, Lord. Oregon proved multiple times this year that they can also handle the big game. They've just been absolutely great this year. Yeah, and then I'm just talking about the coach here, that he's led Oregon to a 22-5 record, and they've won 2 bowl games.
Yeah.
So we know Oregon can do it. It's just simple as that.
And we know who can't.
They've got a great quarterback, great running game, elite receivers that have great ball knowledge. The O-line is amazing. Give me Oregon plus 3.5. Simple as that.
Yeah. So what's that? There's something really big on your paper. What does that say? I can't read it.
So right here, this is the main thing that has me convinced about taking Oregon over Ohio State in this game. I already showed you guys earlier. I'm going to show you one more time just so Blase can put it into a little short for you guys, but it says it right here. Day is 2-6 in top 5 games. 2-6 in top 5 games. This guy cannot coach the big game. Simple as that.
Yeah.
He already lost to them. Yes, Ohio State got their booty ate up after losing to Michigan. But they're going to lose to Oregon. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
And you know what? If the magic happens, whatever, they do beat Oregon, they're not beating them more by 3 points. Simple as that.
Did you just mention the magic? We got jokes today.
We do got jokes today.
All right, Notre Dame versus Georgia. We'll go drive up to Louisiana. It's pretty cheap to get in.
Is it?
$39.
Wow.
You want to get up to Louisiana?
Hey, man.
Little boys trip?
We could definitely get there. It only takes like 11 hours. Like I said, I've been to New Orleans a handful of times.
Oh, gumbo.
We don't I love New Orleans.
We don't
get me wrong, but the Superdome,
sketchy.
like I said, you go around the wrong corner, you losing your wallet. Simple as that. You might be lucky if you get to keep your license.
Fair enough. All right, Jeremiah Love is he's not gonna have a good game, but he's been having a great season. You don't think you think he will?
Why'd
you scoff at me?
No, I was just trying to clear my nose.
Wait, Georgia money line. What does that say?
Got Georgia money line.
At plus what?
No, minus 120.
Oh, I saw that. Oh, that's
the parlay. Hey, don't give out the parlay yet. Don't give out the parlay yet. Come on.
My bad.
Be quiet on that one.
All right, so I think it's just going to be Georgia domination. SEC always superior to every other conference. There's not a single conference.
Give me Georgia.
You just said yes. I'm clipping that.
What?
I said SEC
well,
domination.
No,
it's too late. It's too late. You said it.
If you're going to clip this too.
Nope.
The Big Ten is the best conference in the league.
Dude, okay.
We're not arguing about this right now.
We'll
not a ton for the next episode. We're already going on 1 hour and 30 minutes.
This is the longest pod of 50.
Yeah, we've had some yapping to do today.
I mean, I yapped for an hour alone. So,
but Gunnar Stockton.
Who?
Wait. Yeah, no. Gunnar Stockton. Yeah, the lineman on the Notre Dame. He's out.
That's a pull and a half.
Yeah, he's the star for them. Oh no. It's Gunnar Stockton. Sorry, Riley Mills. Absolutely messing up there.
I know that one.
Sorry about that, guys. Riley Mills, he's out. Gunnar Stockton's the QB for Georgia.
Oh, that's right.
Carson Beck will not be playing. But with Riley Mills out, I feel like Gunnar Stockton is going to have more time, less pressure to throw. He's going to build confidence. And he's going to be able to get the job done for Georgia. Simple as that.
So, Texas, Arizona State, we're going to touch on this game. And then we're going to wrap it up. I don't know what we can wrap it up with, but we will. So, Texas, Arizona State, they are terrible. Or it's going to be a blowout. But I think Cam Skaterboot can keep
I think it's a
in.
blowout, Arizona State.
He knows ball.
Just kidding.
He knows ball, I guess.
But, no, actually, if I had to lean on a play here, I think I'm leaning on Arizona State plus 14.
It's plus 14?
It's plus 14.
That's pretty fair. Because I think Skaterboot is going to keep him in it.
I'm staying away from it, though. I don't have a play for this one. This is the only playoff game I don't have a play for. But, yeah, I'm staying away from that one.
So what's the total parlay while I look for something?
So, I'm going to give you guys a little rundown, just like quick little stats. Put into it again, just so my man right here, my main man, can make this into a little short for us, a little clip, so we can get this posted up on the other social medias.
Oh, yeah. Oh, pick.
So,
he dropped it.
Oh, man. All right, so let me just hopefully do this one really quick for you guys. Ohio State, almost messed up. Thank God. Yeah, exactly. Cut that right there. Okay, Oregon plus 3.5, minus 150 is the first leg. Like we said, Oregon's got a 77% completion percentage on the year, best that has been. The O-line's a fortress. Only 3 sacks in the last 5 games. The wide receivers are elite. They have amazing ball knowledge. Simple as that. If Oregon does lose this game, they won't lose by more than 3 points. Georgia money line, minus 120. Gunnar Stockton should have more time to throw in the pocket and less pressure because Riley Mills, their amazing pass rusher, is out. It's going to be a huge loss for Notre Dame. I expect him to be able to handle the game like he did in Texas, and he should be able to bring Georgia to the win. You put those two together, makes a plus 206 parlay. Putting a whole unit on that, maybe 2. That will be a game-time decision. But I absolutely love it. Plus 206, going to be playing it. I'm super excited for tomorrow. Book it. Let's get it.
All right, yeah, I got nothing else to talk about. Florida's undefeated in college basketball.
Yeah, we get. You want to touch a little college basketball?
If you want it.
Okay. Let's touch a little
never
college
do too
basketball.
short.
With a quick little.
We're gonna barely
little
touch on
something.
it though, because I know you gotta go soon.
Yeah.
Florida's undefeated. Doesn't matter. Everything else doesn't matter. We're good.
Michigan has lost to good teams,
And that's our
except
college
Wake
basketball
Forest.
talk.
Yeah, college basketball has been fun. We'll get more into it when it's like February, getting close to March Madness.
Yeah, we're in depth right now. We just don't want. No one wants to listen about it until.
Yeah, exactly.
March.
Until the time matters. Exactly. Yeah. Everyone's all hooked up on football, college football playoffs,
It's
NFL
addicting.
playoff implications, all that.
Football's
I get it.
addicting. All right, so we're done with this pod. We might be able to play that college football game. You never know.
You never know. Yeah, we're
So-
gonna see if we can get it in.
Well, that's it for the pod. Thank you all for watching. Make sure to like, sub, and comment if you want.
Yep.
Bring up some takes. If actually, you know what? If we get some views and maybe a comment about comment a hot take. If we do get a hot take, we will talk about
We
it.
will talk about your
That's a
hot take if you
promise.
comment one. Yes. And of course, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to follow the Instagram, follow the TikTok, follow
Check
the
out the
Twitter, do all of it.
all that stuff.
All my other plays that are not on this podcast will be posted there. Let's get it. We'll see you guys in a little bit.
See ya.